Hi, I'm Esther with Crafts by Starlight. I'm going to go over some materials that you'll need before you start my tatting classes. There's shuttles, strings, and we'll go over all of that. And I also want to give you a little history about myself, where I learned how to tat. My great-grandmother, Esther Elizabeth Thorup, she was a tatter and a crafter, and she's actually who I was named after. And my mother learned how to tat also when she was expecting me, so it's only right that I learned how to type right. So I learned how to tat when I was older. I tried when I was younger and I just didn't understand it. But as an adult, I grabbed onto it, and it is probably one of my favorite crafts. I like them all, but this one's a little dear to my heart. So we'll go over the materials, and then you'll be ready for my first lesson, and it will be a lot of fun. So let's do this. Okay, so first you will need thread. Okay, this is a size 20 thread. It's great to start out with. It's great. Size 20 is good for snowflakes, for bells. If you're going to do a doily or a table runner, I would go to a size 30. I usually work with 30, but 20 is good too. And what you'll also need is your tatting shuttles. Okay, tatting shuttles. These are the kind that you'll find at the store. These are clovers, and you will need 2 of them. Okay, I have mine here. These are a different brand. These are Boyd. These are what I prefer. They're Boyd. You can buy them online, I should say. And what I've done, you can barely see it, I put nail polish on one so that you'll always know which one's which, because you're going to use one for chains and one for rings. Okay, so that would be, I would tell you to do that, just so you can remember which one's which, especially when first learning how to tat. Okay, next, here, I'll open my little case here. Always have a small pair of scissors, okay, and of course a hook. I use a 0.3 millimeter hook, okay, and you'll also want to get some kind of flat-ended needle. I use like a knitting pin. I think that's what it's called, a knitting pin, so that you can undo your work when you mess up. So this is what you will need, okay? And also, I don't have it here with me, but clear nail polish. That's kind of just my technique, what I do. But after you tie a knot, because, here, I'll show you. After you do a motif, and you'll have all these strings, and you're, oh, what do I do with them? If you cut them off, then, you know, they have the possibility of coming undone. But if you put nail polish over the knot and just cut it right down, I've never had one fall apart, but you always make sure you do a square knot though. And, you know, that's the easiest way to hide your strings. So that is that. And now I will show you the correct way of winding your shuttle. Alright, how to wind your shuttle. Make sure that you hold it correctly first. That this part is facing to your right. Okay, what you do, if I can hold this correctly, okay, you insert through the hole. Hold it on the other side so it won't loosen. Okay, now that you have that far, don't go up, okay? You have to wind it counterclockwise. Okay. It's important that it's not clockwise, because then when you start tatting, the string gets in your way. Okay? So you're doing it counterclockwise. And that's just the correct way to wind your shuttle. I almost said bobbin. We're not sewing. Your shuttle. Okay? So, there you go. That's the correct way to do it. So when you come to the first lesson, the first class, make sure that your shuttle is wound correctly. And yeah, we'll get you going. We'll get you. So when you come to the first class, make sure that your bobbin is wound correctly, and you can fill it up as much or as little as you want depending on what you're doing. I always wind it up all the way, and I just have a lot of shuttles with a lot of different colors on it. That's just kind of what I do, but there you go. That's all there is to it. Very easy. So that's step 1. And I will see you at the first lesson, the first class. Okay, we'll see you there.